Which iPad should you get? The iPad 10 Gen, the iPad mini A17 Pro, the iPad Pro M4, or the iPad Air M2? Let's find out. This is the iPad 10 Gen, and it's the redesigned iPad with the all-screen design, liquid retina display, Touch ID in the top button, and camera bump that comes in blue, pink, yellow, and silver. With the A14, it's faster, and it performs better than the A13, and with the first landscape front camera in any iPad. And overall, this is a great buy for people on a budget or students looking for a new iPad with the essentials. I wouldn't recommend it for everyone, as the chip is now 4 years old and has an older Apple Pencil and no Apple Intelligence. Next we have the iPad mini A17 Pro, and this is the iPad that has the same all-screen design as the iPad 10, but has a lot more features, which is all packed into a small and holdable 8.3-inch liquid retina display. And this new iPad mini features the A17 Pro chip from last year's iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max. This chip features a 6-core CPU, a 16-core neural engine, and a Pro-class GPU that's 6 cores. And it enables hardware-accelerated ray tracing on iPad mini. Overall, this chip adds so much extra performance and makes game-changing graphics and gaming performance, and will make iPad mini extremely fast and responsive. The iPad mini A17 Pro has the same 12-megapixel camera with focus pixels and a 1.8 aperture as the iPad mini 6th generation, and it also includes True Tone Flash. This iPad also has the exact same 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera with center stage as the last iPad. And this new iPad mini supports the new Apple Pencil Pro with its best features like squeeze and barrel roll. I would definitely recommend the iPad mini A17 Pro in 2024. It's a great buy with amazing performance and all the features with Apple Intelligence support and Apple Pencil Pro support, all in a great small size. Also, the iPad mini now starts at 128GB and has options of 128GB, 256, and 512. And this is way better than last gen, as it was only up to 256 max. And this is great for people who want more storage. And it's good it's not 64, unlike last gen, as 64 is just too little for how much iPadOS takes up these days. Now, looking at the iPad Air M2, the iPad made to be the little brother of the iPad Pro, having made Pro features like the M series Apple Silicon, 2 sizes, the Magic Keyboard, and the Apple Pencil Pro, with lots more features. M2 comes in 4 colors: blue, purple, starlight, and space gray. And the iPad Air M2 introduces 2 sizes to the iPad Air lineup, an 11-inch model and a massive 13-inch model. With this brand new 13-inch screen size, you can use the iPad Air for even more things like the iPad Pro. For example, you can make a large canvas in freeform, or you can use split view for multiple apps. And this iPad also features the same landscape front camera with center stage as the iPad 10, and this is great for video calls. The iPad Air features the M2 chip with its 8-core CPU, its 4 high-performance cores, and 4 efficiency cores, and its 10-core GPU, the Secure Enclave, the neural engine, and the media engine. This is 50% faster than M1. The iPad Air M2 is a great iPad, and what I would definitely recommend to most people, as it has incredible performance thanks to the M2 chip, and has many pro features at a more affordable price. It's even better with 2 sizes. This is what I'd recommend to everybody, as it has everything you would need. It starts at 128GB and can be expanded up to 512 and 1 terabyte. The iPad Pro M4 is the most advanced iPad with the best display and the fastest M4 processor. And this iPad has also exclusive Pro features. Like the iPad Air, it comes in two sizes, the 11-inch and the 13-inch. The iPad Pro has been redesigned to the thinnest it's ever been, with the 11-inch being 5.3mm thin, and the 13-inch being a whopping 5.1mm thin, and this is the thinnest Apple product ever, and this completely disproves the iPad Air as the thin iPad. The iPad Pro M4 comes in two colors, silver and space black. The iPad Pro M4 also supports the Apple Pencil Pro. The iPad Pro M4 also has a first-of-its-kind tandem OLED display. A tandem OLED display is basically when you stack two OLED displays on top of each other, creating a much better OLED experience with true blacks and insane levels of brightness. This display has 1000 nits of full-screen brightness and has a staggering 1600 nits of peak HDR brightness. And Apple calls this display the Ultra Retina XDR. And combined with all the other display features of the iPad Pro, you get the world's most advanced display. The iPad Pro M4 features a 12-megapixel camera with smart HDR4 and 4K ProRes video. And also strangely, the ultra-wide camera has been removed and replaced with a LiDAR scanner. And also, this iPad Pro features an adaptive True Tone flash. This iPad has the latest series of M-series chips, the M4. This is one of the fastest chips currently, and it debuts on the iPad Pro. It features a 10-core CPU with 4 performance cores and 6 efficiency cores, a 10-core GPU, and it has the Neural Engine and the Display Engine. And with its M-series chip, it also supports Apple Intelligence. And the iPad Pro M4 also introduces a new Magic Keyboard. It's completely redesigned to be much thinner to support the thin design of the iPad Pro. And it introduces a function key row for the keyboard and haptic feedback on the trackpad and a mainly larger trackpad. And also, it's in 2 colors. This iPad also features a 12-megapixel landscape front camera with center stage like the iPad Air. The iPad Pro is definitely the iPad with the highest specs and the most advanced tech, but honestly, this is one I wouldn't recommend for most people, as you can get this, but it's not worth the heavy price tag, as most people aren't going to use all the power and tech it gives you, and with iPadOS, you still can't take full advantage of the specs it gives you. Seriously, most people don't need to use the power of the iPad Pro, when there's the iPad Air, with all the Pro features, just at a more affordable price. Now, the iPad Pro starts at 256GB and can be spec'd up to 2TB. So, to answer the question, which iPad should you get in 2024? The iPad mini A17 Pro is one I would recommend, as it has all the features and power of the iPad that most people need an iPad for, all in a more small size for a more affordable price. The iPad Air M2 is the second iPad I would recommend to most people, as it has 2 sizes to choose from, lots of great features from the iPad Pro, and the power of the M2. This is the essential iPad, as it has the power and features you'll need from an iPad. The iPad 10 Gen is one I wouldn't recommend for all people, as it does have cons with it, like an older chip, older Apple Pencil, and no Apple Intelligence, though I would recommend it for people who are on a budget that needs the basics of the new iPads, like the all-screen design, USB-C, camera bump, and top button Touch ID. The iPad Pro M4 is one of the most advanced iPads ever made, with the best features, brightest display, and the latest generation of M-series chips. But honestly, most people don't need this much features and power from an iPad, and especially for that much of a price. So I would only recommend this for professionals who need the advanced features and tech, or someone with lots of money that wants the best of the best. Now, you're probably wondering which iPad you should upgrade from. If you want to upgrade from your current iPad, that's your choice. But if you have an iPad with the A12 Bionic and under, you need to upgrade, as these iPads have very little RAM and an old processor. The iPads with the A12 and under you should upgrade from are the iPad 8 Gen and under, the iPad Air 3rd Gen and under, the iPad Mini 5th Gen and under, and the iPad Pro 12.9-inch 2nd Gen and under. And that's all. If you got here at the end of the video, I'd like to say thanks for watching the video, and please feel free to comment what iPad you have and which iPad you want, and I'll definitely respond. The iPad lineup right now is looking the best it's ever been, and I look forward to what Apple delivers in the future.